Hey, good morning. Let's go over today's trade plan. So yesterday we saw a failed breakdown attempt, and then in the overnight session we saw ES take out the previous day's high, and now it has been balancing within a range. So heading into the open, we are going to give the benefit to the buyers because of the larger pattern of the failed breakdown from yesterday. So ideally, the buy side can hold ES above 37 to 39.5, the pre-market support area, and the 40.5 high volume node. And if the buyers can hold ES above this aggressive area of support, then it would open the door for an upside move into the naked VPOC at 48 and a test of the 49.75 to 52.75 initial resistance zone and the 55 quarter to 56 quarter area, which marks the recent short-term balance area high. On the downside, in the event that the market breaks below 37, we still have support at 31 to 33, and that's actually the more significant area that the market needs to hold, because that marks the bottom of the 3-day balance that ES tried to break yesterday and failed to do so. So in the event that we break lower on the smaller time frames, responsive buyers can still be active and defend at 31 to 33, and then if the market fails at 31.33, then the market becomes more bearish and we can head down into 28, 23.75 to 24.75, and potentially even all the way back down into the 1675 to 1975 support, where responsive buyers can still be active, and technically buy side can defend even the 2375 to 2475 zone. So then at that point we have to see how the market is shaping up in real time. On the upside, in order to break out beyond 55 quarter to 56 quarter, we would have to see broad market strength via a upward trending and strong advanced decline line and sustained upside momentum via the NYC tick holding above zero and printing some decent values. So the first time the market goes back up towards 55 quarter to 56 quarter and even 49.75 to 52.75, we can still get responsive sellers active on the smaller time frames. But eventually, if there is continued broad market strength and sustained upside momentum, then it could open the door for the market eventually breaking higher beyond 55 quarter to 56 quarter and testing the upper areas of resistance and the 59 quarter HVN. But on the day time frame today, the main question that we're going to be trying to answer is whether yesterday's failed breakdown is now going to have follow through to the upside. And ideally, the buyers hold ES above the 37 to 39.5 pre-market support, but like I said, even holding above the 31.33 initial support would leave that larger failed breakdown pattern intact, and then we can continue to balance all the way back up towards the initial resistance zone and potentially 55 quarter to 56 quarter. So our short-term bias on the day is going to be neutral bullish, and we are going to give more preference to the long setups, but keep in mind that we are still trying to answer that question of whether yesterday's failed breakdown is now going to have follow through, and that's why the short-term bias is marked neutral bullish, because we do have to be open to the idea that the market could head lower, and that is something we'll have to assess and determine in real time. So those are our main thoughts heading into the open. Let's see how the market responds to the pre-market support and the 40.5 HVN. That'll help set the bias right off the open, and we'll take it from there.